The Morgan Report with David Morgan. Discover how to build and protect your wealth at themorganreport.com.
David Morgan of themorganreport.com for the week ending 30 March 2024. Well, almost 3 months have gone by, a quarter of the year. So this is the publishing weekend. We publish on the first Monday of every month. That's April Fool's Day, and the letter is going out now. We've never missed a deadline in 25 years or so. This one is an interesting one. I put out, as you can read, that usually I've got ideas overflowing. I can't get them all out, and this month was not for lack of news, certainly, with bridges and wars and Russian concerts and all kinds of things going on, but I just could not get the Bitcoin situation out of my brain, and I started to do a rather deeper dive that I've done in the past. I've done a fairly deep dive with the Crypto Conspiracy series, which, by the way, is on the website for free. If you go to themorganreport.com, hit the blog tab in the search engine on the right-hand upper corner, type in Crypto Conspiracy, and you'll see 29 episodes of that that really go very deep into not just Bitcoin, but cryptos in general. And anyway, coming back to this month's newsletter, I took it upon myself to go as deep as I've ever gone and look at it on a mathematical basis. I talked about some personal relationships I've had in the past and a friend that became Bitcoin baptized. And I'm free market. Anyone wants to go 100% in on any particular investment, that's their choice. I don't agree with it. Certainly, if you're right, betting the farm on a horse that wins the race and you're right, I mean, nothing makes you look smarter or happier. But in the case of investing, in most of life, nature preaches balance. So you want a balanced portfolio. And these days, you really cannot balance between stocks and bonds because they actually track pretty much similarly, which in days gone by, that wasn't the case. And moving on, this letter's about the biggest flaw in Bitcoin and why I am almost certain that it will not make it to 2140. I explain it mathematically, and I do admit that I could be missing something, but I really doubt it. So for anybody out there in the precious metals world, I think you'll enjoy it. Anyone in the Bitcoin only camp probably should read it. And anybody in between that's either got enough in Bitcoin to be concerned or thinking about getting into it might consider it. We go through the precious metals, of course, and then we talk about the tech bubble bursting and lifting mining shares. We've seen gold making new highs, as most of you know that follow my work. And the miners are starting to get a lift here as well. Go through the blockchain brief, some emphasis on the load project, which I'm involved with. Company updates, which we do every quarter or so based on earnings and other things. There are a few updates that I could not get to this month that I'll be doing videos of for the membership. And then, of course, the model portfolio or asset allocation model. So that's it. Another newsletter is out to the premium subscribers. And let's look at a few other things and wrap this up. I'll take a quick look at my Twitter feed. This is from Bob Coleman. A statistic that'll blow your mind. If one started a business the day Jesus Christ was born, and that business lost $1 million a day until today, those losses would not even total $1 trillion. It'd be about $750 billion. That's a mind blower. When you think about the U.S. debt at $34 trillion, it's really about $20 trillion above that based on what Catherine Austin Fitts found out about Professor Skidmore's work. And it could be beyond that with Black Ops and everything else that's really not on the books. I'm not going to read the whole Twitter feed. Any of you can get there. My Twitter handle is @SilverGuru22. But for those that don't or just want a quick wrap up, I think it's interesting here. You see this spread between the silver at the LBMA and the Shanghai silver futures. Quite a gap, about $2 premium, or actually $3 rather premium. So that's quite significant. Commitment of traders, the managed money is like way on the wrong side. So that portends a rally here. No one expects one. Everyone's kind of in the doldrums as far as silver is concerned, not keeping up with gold. Although actually in the short term, silver has outperformed gold. But when I'm saying short term, I mean over the last couple of weeks. But it is starting to play catch up somewhat. This was an interesting interview with Bob. You can listen to this if you care to. Bob's got some pretty good insights. He's a hedge fund manager. He is a registered investment advisor. I've known him for quite some time. He also runs a depository or a private vault. This is a bit of a hint of what I went into a dive on with the editorial in this month's Morgan Report, the premium service, the paid subscription. How many Bitcoin halvings are left? There'll be many more in the future. Until the last Bitcoin is mined, there'll be 32 Bitcoin halvings, meaning there are 29 more to go. Bitcoin has a maximum supply of 21 million. I think almost anyone that follows Bitcoin in a casual manner knows that. And 19.2 million have already been mined. And I don't know what the percentage is, but probably more than 10%. I have to look it up. I've been lost. I have a number of people that I know or associate with or have contacted me telling me that they lost their ability to retrieve the Bitcoin that they had once upon a time. Now I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Interview I did this week was with the founder of Goldbacks. Pretty interesting interview. You can look it up. Obviously, you can go to the website, hit the blog tab. There it is in front of you. And it was quite an interesting discussion. And the amount of Goldbacks that are in circulation is rather significant, certainly not compared to the base money supply of Federal Reserve notes. But for an independent pure gold currency, it's doing quite well in my estimation and gaining momentum. So something you might want to have a look at. I'm going to go ahead and sign out here. This is David Morgan of themorganreport.com, and I'll be back with you next week with another weekly perspective.
What if I told you that you could go broke in less than 24 hours? That's how long it took for the Dow Jones Industrial Average to plunge by nearly 22%, losing investors billions overnight. The same happened to the FTX crypto exchange and Terra Luna stablecoin. Both crashed overnight, losing crypto investors billions. You need a strategy that will protect whatever amount of savings you have now. We are going to witness the greatest transfer of wealth that has ever occurred in recorded history, and you must understand the following. You can absolutely go broke in one day. We've been helping subscribers weather this economic mess for years. Now it's time for you to get the same insights. What really happens during a major collapse is that the wealth changes hands. You will actually benefit by looking ahead and knowing exactly how to build and preserve your wealth. Putting just 10% or 20% of your wealth into our approach could make all the difference in your financial security and peace of mind over the next few years. Discover the Morgan Report today. Visit our site at themorganreport.com.